everybody, happy summer! Welcome to my channel, Crafting Creature. I'm Marissa. Today we will be celebrating the summertime with this. So I thought to make a multimedia collage of really whatever you want to use. This will be the first video of a 4-part series where I'm going to be doing all the seasons. Normally I would start with spring, but spring has already passed and I didn't think of the idea. So we're starting in summer. But basically I have 2 of these packages. They are 16 by 20 inch. This package has 5 canvases and we will need 8. If you want to make your collages even bigger than mine, I'm doing 2 canvases per season. So if you want to make them be a 3 canvas set or a 4 canvas set, you know, you do you, whatever you want to do. And they are already gesso primed for acrylic. And again, they are 16 inch by 20 inch. I've been doing a lot of projects that are a little bit more tedious and you have to pay attention. I just kind of wanted a project where I could just let loose, have some fun. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be having some fun. So today is going to be the summer, but I will be posting autumn, winter, and spring when their seasons come. It'll be a very slow series. So obviously you will need the canvases. And then for what you need, honestly, whatever you have. And the reason why I'm posting these videos in the seasons is because often stores, you know, have seasonal items. So if you go to a store and you're like, oh, that would be so cool, you know, get it. Because yeah, it would be hard to go in the winter season and expect to find summer stuff. That's not gonna happen. So that's why I'm posting these videos in the seasons. So the things that I'm using are obviously paint, glow-in-the-dark Elmer's glue, glitter glue is good too, any wooden cutouts. I also used puffy paint. You could use buttons. I used yarn, paper. I used tissue paper just to whip out a quick background that has texture and interest without having to use paint. You could use sequins, glitter, beads. You could use air dried clay. The clay that I used is kind of like a paper clay, so it's not the easiest to use. I wouldn't really recommend it, but it is light, so it's not going to make your canvases be super heavy, which is nice. These canvases are already pretty big. I also used a sunflower brooch. Whatever you have at your disposal or whatever you want to get from the store, go for it. This isn't really going to be so much of a tutorial. Let's just get creative, have fun, and let's get started. For the first step in this piece, I am going to be crocheting a sun, just out of really soft Chanel pale yellow yarn. I realize that if I go over how to crochet, this video is going to be way longer, and not everybody who wants to do a multimedia piece like this is going to want to crochet something. So all I did was just chain a couple stitches and then I double crochet into the beginning hole. Yeah, and another reason why I didn't do a good crochet tutorial, because I realized, first of all, the hook that I was using for this yarn was too small, but I kind of liked how tight the stitches were. And then second of all, this yarn is like a pale yellow, so it's really hard to see on camera. After watching a few minutes of what I had already recorded, I was like, I'm not gonna spend more time on this. So a beginner friendly crochet video is coming soon, but not in this video. I'm just crocheting some chains to make the sun rays. I had started gluing the sun on the canvas. You can see why there's like that little splotch of glue that's already there. And then I'm just paper macheing various shades of blue onto the canvases. I didn't really care if all of the negative space was filled or not. I just wanted it to be something else that wasn't paint. Something interesting, you know. Having a lot of fun with like the different shapes, having the shapes be transparent and overlapping. And then I'm just laying out the sun and gluing on the sun rays to be in the pattern that I want. I regret that granny square so much. It didn't really fit with everything else and it was just kind of random. I was trying to go for like a picnic blanket. I think what I should have done was I should have just gotten like plaid fabric or something and glued that on instead of the granny square. I am just painting all of the wooden cutouts. I thought that these flower shapes were very summery, and I really liked the yellow, blue, red with green accents for a color palette. I'm just painting all of the shapes on the lemonade pitcher. And then I wanted the lemonade to feel like a sunset kind of background. Ooh, better lighting, yay. So I'm just kind of blending that out. And then adding some yellow into the lemons. And then I felt like it needed to be a little bit more abstracty, so I added some paint splotches and made it kind of thick. I'm just cutting off the twine from the lemonade hanging thing. And then I am just adding some lemonade and clay. I wanted the lemonade pitcher to pop out from the canvas, so I just used little balls of clay in the shape of cylinders to kind of make it stand out from that. And then I was like, oh, I know what would be really cool if I made the lemons have filling. And so I just taped some plastic just from like a Ziploc bag. If you get the clay wet, um, it, it'll stick a lot better to what you're trying to apply it to. And then I felt like we really needed a big, like, cartoony flower to kind of match the vibe of the lemonade. And then I was like, oh, we need a sunflower. And then I am just filling in the lemons in the lemonade pitcher with some glue. I used glitter glue and glow in the dark glue, so it's kind of like a pale glue and, bright gold. And then I'm just blending in the lemonade. And then I am painting all of the wooden pieces. Some of the pieces, like the more like dark brown instead of light brown or white was a lot more thirsty than the other pieces. So if you see me just splotching on random colors and then going over with what I want, that's why. So I'm just trying to make the pieces soak up the paint that I'm done with. I was just putting on more paint swatches, some gold leaf. And then I was like, oh, I should probably work on the other canvas now. So I'm adding more lemonade, splashing onto the other canvas. Yeah, just have fun with it. Add more, add glitter glue, add more paint, add puff paint. I really liked having things, breaking the edge, going over the edge, sticking out, being raised up by the clay. Oh, that flower dried enough, so I peeled it off. At first, when I used the ball tool, the sunflower's petals got too thin, and then they made those holes, but then I realized I kind of liked it, so I did that for all of the petals. Yeah, and feel free to use like tools and stuff to help hold things while glue or clay or whatever is drying. And I'm just painting the sunflower and the cartoon flower. I decided to make the canvases be leaning, and then I had just gravity, pull down some drips, and I did that a lot. Oh, and then the sunflower was really cool. I got like little flakes, so I glued those in a sort of stained glassy look. And then I just sprayed everything with a fixative. And that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do not post every single week, but when I do, it's on a Saturday around noon. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!